All right, so for question number 5, okay, so what this is, it looks like just a bunch of common factors. You can see 24, 36, and 12. Now, this is also something you want to keep in mind. Ask yourself, what is the greatest common factor? Okay. Now, most people would at least think of 2, but 2, it's not the largest, the greatest. All right, so if you look at 12, 24, and 36, you will see that the greatest common factor is actually 12 among these 3 numbers. And this is the reason why you don't want to use a calculator, because if you use too much of a calculator, then you lose touch to these numbers. All right, and then we look at A. The A term seems like they all have at least A squared. And then we look at the B term, seems like they all have B, but nothing more than B. So for the first term. So so I think we can now go ahead and say, all right, let's go ahead, factor each one out. So this first term would be 2, because 2 times this would give us exactly 24a squared times b. And then minus 3b squared. Okay, same thought process. What multiplies 12a squared b would give you minus 36a squared b cubed. So that's how we got 3b squared. And then the next one, we will simply do a squared b. And one thing that you can check to see if you have done your factoring completely, that is to make sure that the parentheses, inside the parentheses, there shouldn't be any common. Ooh, wait, hold on. Yeah, there shouldn't be any common common factor among all the terms. Okay, so so what happened just now was like, wait, hold on, let's do a b, but there's no b over here. So so that's why we are good. Okay, nothing else should be nothing else can be factored out. Then you have factored to the simplest. Okay, and I think that's really it for number 5. And then for number 12. Now for number 12, I hope everyone can see something really, really eye-catching, and that is the 5 and the 10. Because if that's the case, you will go ahead and take the 5 out. Okay. Now, it's very important that you use the right word. We are factoring out the 5. We are not dividing 5 out. Okay. We are not dividing the 5 out. So so this is where we say, all right, 5 times x minus 1 times x minus 1. Okay. Now, that's it. Okay. That is really it. It is very important that you understand that it is factoring. You're not solving for anything. There are people who would imagine, okay, something like this. Okay, they thought is equal to 0 because, you know, they either did not pay attention to the instruction or they were just memorizing how to do math, just like what I did before. And they would go ahead and say, oh yeah, x is equal to 1. And all they would get is a big cross. And I would say, well, you're not solving. X actually could be anything right here because we don't have anything that it's equal to. So so that's no way, right? X is not equal to 1, and that's nothing to equal. Okay, you're not solving, you're only factoring. And it's also very important that you have these equal signs written. Okay, again, I'm not sure if your teacher catches this, but it's important that you write it. If you don't write it, there will be, okay, a hefty price to pay as you move to higher level math such as pre-calc and calculus. Okay, so again, you're factoring this equals to this equals to this. They all are equal. It's just a change of look.